Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. This is the main event of the evening. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's CJ Goon.
Hello, friends, and welcome back one final time for your main event here at Cagezilla 84. CJ Goon, the challenger, making his way over to the ring. I just got a note once again, friends. That is a mandrill, not a baboon that he has.
He did call you out on that on our interview. He said, "Man, who was that guy? I got a little bone to pick with him." He said it wasn't a baboon; it's a mandrill, but he did give you credit. He said, to be fair, it is a mandrill, but it's kind of part of the family.
Okay.
So I think you guys are both right, and ultimately, it's a bad boy, man. It's a bad animal, and this guy fights like a bad baboon. And CJ Goon, with a name like that, I told him you don't really need a fight name, but the baboon suits him well. I am super, super, super excited for this main event fight here. I mean, both guys are not to be played around with. I think they set themselves apart from the rest of the division here at Cagezilla. And, man, this guy had a big win in our last one, CJ Goon. So really excited to see him back in here. He's been fighting for us since Cagezilla 55, and to see him full circle here in this lightweight title fight is incredible. Let's get out his opponent here. Let's get Chris to bring him in.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get on your feet and make some noise for the champion. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Wilson Melgar.
And I'm so excited that this is the matchup we get. CJ Goon, a name maker, a match taker. But can he do it here versus Wilson Melgar? Don't let the 2-0 fool you. Not only is he undefeated, but I really do think that Melgar is a fighter, a champion that represents much more than just the 2 matches he's had in Cagezilla. This is somebody who got it in the depths of the championship rounds to stand here and reign as he does. But beyond that, this 24-year-old has so much more to go, and this is going to be the toughest fight of Goon's life.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm 50-50 on this one. Both guys, I mean, CJ with a ton of experience and a ton of wrinkles to his game, but Melgar being a guy who you can tell is fighting for something much bigger than himself, much bigger than his team. You can just feel the passion coming from him, and not only that, he's got an incredible fight IQ. When we were talking on Cagezilla Unchained, he was saying how, you know, I hit guys where they don't like to get hit. That's where I aim for. I aim for those places, and I strategically break him down. Break apart the human body is what he talked about. And, man, the Mayan King is not someone to be played with. He's our 165-pound current champion, now coming down to 155 pounds and looking to be a double champ, looking to jump into double champ status. And what an incredible athlete. Both of these guys are really coming in here with some incredible energy behind it. I know this exciting. You can just feel the energy in this audience right now. Everyone on their feet. And wow, we are in for a treat. Do not go anywhere, guys. Let's send it down to Chris to make it official here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Cagezilla lightweight division. It is for the lightweight championship. It is brought to you by our friends at Blue Label Customs. Customize your life. And Cherokee Decks, specializing in custom decks and porches for over 2 decades. And now, starting out with the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 154 pounds, fighting out of Atlas Wellness and MMA with a record of 5 wins and 3 defeats. It's CJ, the Baboon Goon. And his opponent, Fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'9", weighing in at 155 pounds, fighting out of Chantilly MMA with a record of 2 wins and no defeats. He is the reigning, defending Cagezilla lightweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wilson, the Mayan King Melgar. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. It is for the Cagezilla Lightweight Championship. It is brought to you by Blue Label Customs and Cherokee Decks. And here is referee Gabe Balajit with the fighter instruction.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Keep it clean, protect yourself at all times, and listen to my instructions. Any questions? All right, 3 corners.
And I gotta say, Brent, this is one for the history books for sure. I think a lot of people, may ask, why is someone at 2-0 already champion? But at the same time, I come from the world of pro wrestling. Some people get hot shot up right into the title, and you will see here why Wilson Melgar is already in this position. This is a man who has proven that he can be a titan of the entirety of Cagezilla here, moving from division to division here in lightweight. The question is, can CJ Goon answer back against it with his experience and with his strength?
CJ has got hands of stone, as he proved in the last Cagezilla. If he touches that chin, you're going night-night, and Wilson better not let him advance and get in on his chin.
And there you go already. Striking game going in favor of CJ Goon. Wilson Melgar a little bit rattled, going to have to pivot out of that situation, showing them respect. The blue corner. We are going to have a little bit of a low blow touch. Looks like everybody's in good shape, though, to continue this on. Melgar definitely got to be careful. He knows he can't venture that close to the hands of Goon yet again.
Right. Yeah, they're both playing that game. Oh, and CJ's starting to connect a little bit, but Melgar was a guy that was saying, hey, you come in and you want to fight, I'll fight fire with fire, and I'm going to catch you when you least expect it. And so definitely not gonna shy away from a firefight.
I will say, though, I feel that in regards to the striking game, this is the most mismatched that Melgar has been in a while. It really does feel as if Goon has the number of the blue corner to at least start us off. Now, things obviously evolve, things can change here, but Melgar wanted to go for strikes, means that his game plan is here. He needs to try to outbalance the red corner, and right now Goon is happy to take all of this and just continue chugging along. There we go, contact again, diving past guard, and it really does feel like Goon, even though he's a slightly shorter fighter, is just getting the better of all these exchanges.
Oh, wow. Oh, Melgar with a beautiful connection. And
oh no! I spoke
these
too
guys
soon!
are Sure enough, he said, I'm going to catch you when you least expect it. And that was a beautiful shot, putting CJ to the ground.
Another slip here.
CJ's not going to back down. He's going to stand there and firefight. He better keep his hands up. He's got to fight with his hands up. Melgar's a little more calculated, a little bit more precise here, and really already putting the leather on him, man.
Absolutely. I don't know why I'm even up here anymore, Brent.
Oh!
In a moment, what a turnaround. CJ Goon wants to get back into it. Both of these fighters hungry for the belt, exchanging blows up top.
Man, CJ just coming in with his hands down. Not a smart move. At least Wilson's keeping his hands up and protecting his face. He's got to. CJ better not disrespect Melgar's strikes, because Melgar has already put him to the ground once.
Yeah, Melgar fell out there.
And man,
finding an opening to put it back in.
What a fight so far, man. Holy moly.
And neither of these fighters want to use a takedown as an initial tool. It's a follow-up if you get a knockdown, and then they can close that out from there. And so we will remain on the feet throughout the course of this first round. We still have 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, I think both guys now respect each other's power. Kind of trying to feel it out once again, but I think ultimately they're going to get into that gunfight again, and somebody's going to come out with the big I do not see this one going to the judges' scorecards as I expected. No. So wow, both guys with some big scores. Oh man, CJ's got to tighten his punches up just a little bit. I think he's swinging a little wide with these punches, in Melgar, because he's keeping his hands up, is deflecting some of this offense.
Yeah, some is still getting through, but on For sure, volume. While Goon is doing a good job of pushing back against the blue corner, Melgar is getting so much accuracy. A head kick,
my
and it's over in an
goodness.
instant. What in the world?
Oh my goodness! Wow! Wow! I don't know if I've seen that before. He was out on the way down, was on top, and then kind of just fell to the side. One of the most bizarre, once again, on the last card we had a bizarre knockout. This one in our main event. Let's see this. I can't wait to see this on the replay. What a head kick from Melgar. Oh my God.
And you know, Goon's head spinning, my head spinning. It's that thing that I talked about with Melgar, you know? He finds angles, he finds shots, and look at this. He hits you where you don't want to be hit, he gets you focused on that, and then out of nowhere, a head kick. I didn't see it coming. CJ Goon certainly didn't see it coming, and we have a continued championship reign.
Somebody get CJ a stool. Get him a stool. Get him something to sit on. Come on. Yeah, no, I thought Melgar looked awesome. Crazy head kick. Stayed composed because he came out and he got stuck with a couple big shots from Goon. But I kept saying throughout the whole fight that Goon was keeping his hands down, and that's not a way to fight. And he brought that foot up right over that guard and was able to connect. I want to see it on the replay if it was shin or foot. But either way, a shin or a foot can really do some damage. And that did the damage. Wow. And they're having a great embrace there. Both great, respectful fighters. Both athletes, crazy respectful and good sportsmanship. And the Mayan King moving to double champ status. Come on.
I cannot believe it. Once again, just out of nowhere. Very few kicks throughout the course of that fight. None directed at the head. And then all of a sudden, Melgar puts it away in an instant.
Yeah. Wow. Learn from this one. I thought he could have had a better defense, keeping his hands up. He got a little careless and he paid for it. But kudos to the Mayan King. He is in fact the Mayan King tonight. The Mayan King holds 2 titles.
Melgar
is
getting so much accuracy.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness! Send it to Chris to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what a Cagezilla main event is all about. Let's hear for both these fighters putting on a great show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, referee Gabe Balajit has called a stop to the action 3 minutes and 52 seconds into the first round for your winner by knockout and still Cagezilla champion, it's Wilson Melgar.
He's like, give me that belt. Give me that belt. I've been dreaming about this belt. I've been dreaming about this second belt. And man, did he get it. Wow. Great stuff from Chantilly MMA and Wilson, the Mayan King Melgar tonight.
Wow.
You can just tell, man.
Volume.
I mean,
while Goon is doing a good
second. Here we go.
job
Let's
of
look at the
pushing back
replay.
against the blue corner. Melgar is getting so much accuracy. A head kick, and it's over in an instant. What in the world?
I mean, if you get hit there, it knocks up all your equilibrium, and he was certainly out there for at least a second or two. And man, what a crazy knockout. The Mayan King makes his stamp in the lightweight division here tonight at Cagezilla 84.
For sure, volume. While Goon is doing a good job of pushing back against the blue corner, Melgar is getting so much accuracy.
Like and subscribe to Cagezilla.